Captain's log, 24th of February 2248. I just left Netzach in the FTL ship that was supposed to wait there for me, and I'm still kinda getting used to the controls, honestly. Mercury is looking like a hot space rock, as always. Nonetheless, it is a very interesting place, obviously the closest planet to the Sun, but also the smallest. It's possible it was a hot gas giant long ago, but the solar wind just blew the whole atmosphere off, and now it's just a dead space rock. It's also extremely hot. There are hundreds of degrees of temperature difference between the hot side and the cold side, and it's just unsurvivable for anyone. It's a miracle that they made Netzach work so well. Mercury also has a very weird day-night cycle. The sun rises as it should and continues up on the black sky. But then it stops, moves a little backwards, stops again, and moves in the right direction again. Isn't that just alien? But that's enough talking. Onwards to see the sun. I'm gonna travel the entire solar system, from the sun all the way out to the Kuiper Belt. And I'm gonna do that on my own. Captain Ishmael, signing off. Venus is the second planet from the Sun, but it's by far the hottest. And this is probably because its atmosphere has like 90 bar of pressure, so that's a lot. And it's actually so thick that it retains so much heat that no point on the surface ever gets cold. So, like, it's truly a planet from hell, and who would even wanna go down there, so Most of the surface is actually only probed by radar and is completely unexplored. Wind speeds here reach up to 370 km per hour, and the atmosphere is made out of nitrogen and carbon dioxide with a healthy dose of sulfur dioxide. Truly delicious. The whole planet is only slightly smaller than Earth, which is the biggest rocky planet, and it's completely covered by thick storm clouds, obstructing the view for anything other than radar. Captain's log, 24th of February 2248. I just visited Venus, and now I'm docking back to the ship. I wonder where I'm gonna go next. The moon, the main source of helium-3 fusion fuel for the entire solar system. The sun's been depositing helium-3 on the surface for billions of years, and now there are like 10, maybe 15 prosperous colonies extracting this material and shipping it out into the solar system. So Mars it is. Captain's log, 25th of February 2248. I just arrived at Mars. It's the last of the rocky planets, and it looks so empty. It feels like an empty desert, even though I know there are people there. I can see Olympus Mons out the window. What a monster. It's a dead volcano, the biggest one in the solar system, to be exact. It's almost 22 kilometers tall, with its peak sticking out of the Martian atmosphere. Speaking of atmosphere, the one that Mars has is extremely thin and made mostly of carbon dioxide. However, it wasn't always like that. Mars actually had an atmosphere full of oxygen, but then the solar wind just blew it all off, and now it's just a dead, empty desert rock. Well, not as dead as it used to be, now that we're colonizing it. Captain's log over. Captain's log, 26th of February 2248. Not sure why anymore, but the surroundings are just beautiful. I arrived at Jupiter. I can see the Galilean moons through the windows, and it's really beautiful. Closest to Jupiter is Io, the volcanic moon. Its surface is packed with massive, active volcanoes. Jupiter's immense gravity imposes ripping tidal forces on the moon, and the entire thing is getting squished and squashed around all the time, and that creates enough friction between all the rocks to keep the volcanoes erupting. Next up is Europa. It's an icy moon, a big space rock with kilometers of water on it. Of course, the surface of the water is exposed to the vacuum of space, and Jupiter is far beyond the frost line, so a thick layer of ice forms on the surface. Tidal forces heat up the rocks, making up the moon, and the heat escapes from hydrothermal vents, keeping the global ocean liquid. Then there's Ganymede. It too is an icy moon, just like Europa, but at the same time is the biggest moon in the entire solar system. It's even bigger than the planet Mercury, which I visited earlier. And last but not least, Callisto. The furthest from Jupiter, this Galilean moon doesn't seem too remarkable. It's still very large, but not nearly as big as Ganymede, and it is not an icy moon. The tidal forces at this distance from Jupiter are simply too weak to keep it hot, leaving Callisto a frozen, dead rock. The largest planet in the solar system. Impressive. It's so huge that singular storms down here are larger than some rocky planets. Even Earth. The planet itself is obviously way too big to be made out of rock, so it's obviously a gas giant. The biggest one. Hydrogen and helium, mostly. Clouds and clouds and clouds below my feet, until there are exotic forms of hydrogen in the middle. If I fell, I could be falling and falling and falling thousands of kilometers until...
Genesis.
Captain's log, 27th of February 2248. I just visited Saturn and two of its beautiful moons, Enceladus and Titan. And wow, these rings just look amazing, always so mesmerizing. And outside the window there is Titan. Titan is the biggest moon of Saturn and it has a very thick atmosphere. And even methane rains on it. There's liquid methane rain on Titan and methane oceans on the surface. It's pretty incredible. But perhaps an even more iconic moon of Saturn is Enceladus. Because not only is it an icy moon, so it contains a water ocean underneath its icy surface, it also has absolutely gorgeous geysers on its poles, and these geysers shoot out tons of water into the surrounding space, and they actually form a water ring around Saturn, which is incredible. But unfortunately, invisible from most viewing angles. Well, I better get going, because there are like 2 more planets awaiting me.
Driving, trees went by, me and Del were singing a little runaway. I was flying, yeah, running down a dream that never would come to me.
Captain's log, 29th of February 2248. I just arrived at the coldest planet in the solar system, and it's actually tilted on its side, only 8 degrees off a straight angle, and this is completely different from any other planet in the solar system. Its blue hue, which is pretty striking, comes from methane in its atmosphere, and one of its 28 moons is called Titan.
And the rain was unstoppable, it was always cold, no sunshine. I put the pedal down to make some time. There's something good waiting down this road. I'm picking up whatever's mine. I'm running down a dream that never would come to me. Working on a mystery, going wherever it leads. Running down a dream.
The Kuiper Belt is a field of asteroids, comets, dust, and debris that surrounds the entire solar system and reaches much further away from the Sun than the orbit of Neptune. Most comets we see in the inner solar system originate from here, and just the sheer amount of material, including rocks and ice and dust, is just astounding. And wow, dwarf planets? Yeah, the Kuiper Belt is also home to many dwarf planets, the largest of which, and the first one that we discovered, being Pluto. After its discovery, Pluto was initially considered a planet, the 9th planet of the solar system. However, astronomers soon discovered another planet of similar size, and then another, and then another. For the sake of not having to memorize 20 planets of the solar system, because they discovered so many small ones, a new category was officially created: dwarf planets. They are still planets, but small and common. This was a big step forward in astronomy that helped better categorize space objects. Pluto has a lot of nitrogen ice on the surface, and that ice sublimes, so it turns from solid straight to gas, and that forms its surprisingly thick atmosphere. This is far from the only incredible thing about Pluto though, as it has many wonderful surface features, such as cryovolcanoes. They are like traditional volcanoes, but instead of rock there is nitrogen ice, and instead of lava there's nitrogen. It's like an octave colder. Incredible. The big red areas on Pluto's surface are called tholins, and they are fascinating. They're actually made of complex hydrocarbons like amino acids and nucleotides, which are products of methane particles being bombarded by solar wind. Pluto also has a moon called Charon. Charon is so big compared to Pluto that the pair is actually sometimes considered a binary system, so two planets orbiting each other instead of a moon orbiting a planet. But the size difference is still there and the discussion continues. Wow, it's beautiful around here, and the sun at this distance is actually so faint that it resembles more a full moon rather than a star shining at you.
Dear management, board of auditors, amazing workers and pilots. For many years, our company has provided unmatched services to the most important and the most influential mining corporations in the entire solar system and beyond. With all of our trusty crew, we have regularly monitored and scanned the mineral-rich areas of the Main Asteroid and Kuiper Belts, as well as prepared them for exploitation. Without us, the giants of this business would not be able to explore these wonderful places, as we have led them there not blind, but informed and prepared. I would like to thank all of our staff and management for always doing your jobs carefully, professionally, and to the fullest extent. Unfortunately, all good things must someday end. The corporations we have relied on so much have turned their backs on us. They have created completely new, fully automated replacements, and we are not needed anymore. Without our source of income, we were forced to declare bankruptcy and cease the operations of our legendary company. All of this has happened on short notice, and we do not have a way of reviving our business. We got eaten by the giants. All of our assets, including 3 space stations and over 200 spaceships, have currently been abandoned. We extend sincere apologies to all of our now ex-employees and wish you the best of luck. Your ex-CEO, Signing off.
Captain's log, 29th of February 2248. I just traveled the entire solar system in the ship left behind by the company. I feel like... I feel free. I'm so glad to be out here because I decided so. But why stop here? There's so much more beyond.